Bridge Constructor. Is it worth a buy? Let's read all about this old game from 2012. Mac, why are you reviewing old games from 2012? Because I'm Mac. With Bridge Constructor, the player becomes an engineer in bridge building. In many different levels, the player creates bridges over deep valleys, streets or rivers and crosses them with a truck or by car. Creativity and inventiveness are required. Before we go any further, people are saying, Mac, why are you reviewing some shitty old games? Well, I've got some pretty big AAA titles coming up very, very soon, but I do not want to just be the kind of person that reviews the good stuff. I want to review the shit, the scum, the real scourge of gaming. And I also want to review the innovative little indie games, the little gems that people just may have forgot about. There's a lot of gems on my site, a lot of games that people have just emailed me and said, Mac, I had no idea of this game, thank you for showing me this, and they've gone out and bought it. So my channel is very diverse when it comes to gaming, so I just want to get that out of the way. There is all the big stuff's coming. I mean, it's all going to come eventually. I've got some pretty. I mean, do you want to know what's coming? Fucking Deers. All right, here's what's coming, guys. Here's what's coming. Far Cry 4, Dead State, The Crew, The Evil Within, Recycling Garbage Truck Simulator, The Escapists, X Rebirth, DZ. Oh yeah, I'm revisiting all of these. Rust. All these are very, very soon. But at the moment, we're doing Bridge Constructor. Alright. Right, Bridge Constructor, as I was saying, it is a very simple and fun game. Really, really is. Basically, you are given different scenarios where you have to build a bridge to get across your trucks and cars from one side of the road to the other. That may be a little stream, it may be a river in the city, it could be a huge mountain pass, and you are given money to buy materials to bridge the gap. Now, it is quite simplistic in the sense that there's only 4 types of building material. You've got wood, rope, concrete and metal. And what you do is, as you put down pieces, you will see little white circles like balls. They're the joints of where you can connect different things to, and you can pretty much connect anything to anything in this and try and get your bridge to hold. Now, as the bridge becomes under stress, it changes colour. Green is awesome, green is strong, but then it starts to darken, and if it goes red, it's like you're f***ed basically. So essentially what you have to do is you have to try and make sure that your bridge is solid and sturdy, and then you have to get either cars or lorries, or if you're really good, you can get them both over and you get a nice prize. They honk their horn at you. That's the prize that you get. Honk honk. But it's great fun. It's great fun, and it's frustrating as well. I recently did a stream. I've actually on my other channel done about 6 or 7 videos on this. I'll put a link at the end. It is great fun. It's frustrating fun, and it's like head scratching fun. My physics teacher, Mr. Ralph, who's probably dead now. Actually, that's a bad. How do I know he's fucking dead? He might be just happily sitting in his wheelchair. What am I saying? He's in a wheelchair for? He might be healthy. Back, you're a bastard. I didn't mean that, Mr. Ralph. If you're still alive and watching, sitting in your nice rocking chair, smoking a pipe with your slippers on, I didn't mean it at all. I'm not suggesting you're in a wheelchair or dead. All right, but you're old now. You've got to be old. You've got to be fucking old now, Mr. Ralph. Yeah. Do you know what I once did in Mr. Ralph's lesson? I was sitting there, and we all came in, and it's in the physics lab. He was physics, and we were all just sitting there, and he just started drawing prisms and stuff on the board. He was doing like how light refracts through the prisms. He'd never said f*** all to us. We were all just sitting there chatting away, and Billy, my mate, who I was sitting next to, we were just cracking on and talking, and everybody else, the whole class was talking. You know when you hear that level of it was like that. And it was the first lesson on a Monday morning. It was double physics, so I was sitting there deeply engrossed in a conversation with Billy, and I didn't actually notice that the teacher, Mr. Ralph, had said, okay, copy down everything, all these diagrams and all this writing into your books, because this was before this interactive bullshit that you've got now. Oh yeah, we had proper fucking blackboards, chalk and fucking blackboard rubbers and exercise books. You know, we had books, we wrote every fucking thing down. We didn't get it on sheets of paper. Mac, just get on with it. So everybody in the class is copying this stuff down, and except for me, I was still talking to Billy, and Mr. Ralph started his walk. He used to pace up and down the class, and obviously he turned around and saw me, the only person in the class doing f*** all, and he said, "Mackerson, the board." And I thought he meant wipe the board. And as he walked past my chair, I actually, not a word of a lie, I got up. Don't know what I must have been alright. I got up and I walked to the front of the class, picked up the blackboard rubber and started wiping all of these diagrams. He took half an hour to draw off the board, and the whole class is like, Mac, what the f***? What the f*** are you doing? And Ralph hadn't noticed because he's still walking to the other end of the class with his hands behind his back. Then he got to the end of the class, and as he turned round, I could just imagine his face. Obviously I couldn't see it, but I just heard this shriek, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, me." And he just I saw Ralph sprinting down the aisle towards me with a face, and this was in the days where teachers would kick the shit out of you. There was none of this, "Oh, you've been naughty, here, have a little card. This card tells everybody you've been a naughty boy." No, not back then. Not back then. They would slap your face, drag you by the hair out the class, and give you the cane on the arse. That was the kind of punishment we got. So yeah, what's that got to do with Bridge Constructor? Anyway, so what you do, you put all the little bits and bobs together with the bridge, and then when you think you are happy with the bridge, you press the play button in the bottom left, and that's the signal for the cars to come over, and you select whether you want the cars or the lorries to come over the bridge, and hopefully the bridge will hold and the cars and the lorries will get over. If not, they all go f***ing plummeting into the gorge and die. So it's a fun game. It tests your you know, yeah. It tests whether you were wiping the blackboard in physics or not, or actually concentrating. And guess how much it is, guys? $6.99. No, don't worry, I'm not going to go in there. But however, and I'm going to say this, and I never say this generally, if you go to the link that I've put in for Gamersgate, it's actually only £1.39 at this moment in time. Well worth a buy, guys. So there you go. I'll try and get this video up before, when does this sale end? 2 days. I'll probably not, because I'm playing Arcade. So you could have got it for $1.39 if I hadn't been playing Arcade, but because I'm playing Arcade and I can't be asked to get this done before this sale expires, you'll have to pay $6.90. Mac, you're a bastard.